The results of Ms. Heard's evaluation supported 2 diagnoses: borderline personality disorder and histrionic personality disorder.
Ms. Heard, I'd like you to listen to what I'm about to play. Would you do that?
Don't eat. Just real quick, why is she eating?
Just like, why?
It's not sustenance. They're snacky foods. And there are theories that are saying that she was given this food to be able to buy herself time so that in issues where she has a difficult question, she could be eating food to be able to come up with an answer. It does present itself in this video. But it's just so frustrating to me that that's how little she cares about what's going on. I don't think that a person who is on trial for alleged assault accusations involved in a relationship would just be casually snacking and acting like she's so unenthused about what's going on. If she's actually the victim, why is she not more passionate about it? This is not a good indicator for Amber being the victim. It's a very good indicator for her being an abuser. But let's keep watching this. They're going to start playing some audio as well. And let's go.
I don't even know if I said, I might have said, like, what the, you know, whatever, because I just been hitting the head with the corner of the door.
I'm so sorry, I did not. I'm sorry.
I know that stuff.
Do you recognize the voices on that tape?
Mm-hmm.
And who are the people on that tape?
It's Johnny and I.
Okay.
Important thing. She talked with her mouth full there, right? She just answered the question because it's a no-doubt question. Who's in it? It's Johnny and I. And she said that through a mouthful of food. Later on, when there's a more difficult question and she has food in her mouth, suddenly she's not comfortable talking with food in her mouth. Suspicious.
Dr. Kerr, you were just asked a question about malingering.
Yes.
And made reference to the MMPI-2. Is there another test that you did to make a determination with respect to malingering?
Yes. So I also, well, malingering is a term that most psychologists, we try to be careful of it because it indicates an intent for secondary gain. I prefer feigning, which you had brought up earlier, because it indicates that somebody is intentionally exaggerating, but I don't know necessarily why. So I think that's a more accurate term in general. On the MMPI-2, yes, there was no exaggerated profile. I also gave her the CAPS-5. I don't know if you'll remember, but that is the clinician-administered PTSD scale consistent with the DSM-5. And on that, there were signs of gross exaggeration. I also looked at the test results that were provided by Dr. Hughes, and on an objective test of trauma, there is a scale specific to intentional exaggeration on that test, and Ms. Heard was in the 98th percentile, meaning that she had engaged in extreme levels of exaggeration.
Thank you. You were asked about
He was about to push my sister down the stairs. She was attempting to break us up. I am protective over my baby sister. When he laid hands on her, I don't know what I did, but I know I jumped in between the actions that I saw could lead to a fatal injury to my sister. She was standing on the top of a flight of stairs, and she has never hurt anyone in her life, and she does not deserve to be pushed down the flight of stairs. And it looked like she was about to be. And I would have done what anybody who has a child or a sister would have done. I acted defensively in her life. I saw her standing on top of a flight of stairs and trying to interrupt a fight in between him and I. I don't know what part of my body I put in between me and him and her. But I would have done anything. I would have done anything to prevent her from being pushed down a flight of stairs.
Cut out banana. No, it's too high sugar. I've gotten to a point in my life where I'm like, I can't even have banana. Banana? Fruit? It's a fruit! good. I can't even have banana. Banana! What in this movie?
Of that relationship in an unhealthy way.
よろしくお願いします。まず久々の日本についての感想を聞かせてください。
So you'll watch Johnny here. He looks at the ground a lot, which is a show of a lack of confidence. And this is also partially because he's trying to hear in a very loud area. But you can also see Amber's body language in contrast. He does a lot of looking down. She does a lot of high posture, very in command. And she does this like condescending look at Johnny. And it really shows the power struggle that's going on here, to where Johnny is just, he's not in a healthy relationship, and Amber is not a good partner. Let's keep watching this real quick.
I mean, for me, it's always a pleasure. The only problem I ever have here is that I don't get to spend enough time here. Yeah. But my girl and I are talking about taking the trip to the country. You know, really the outskirts, the country, the very native cultural experience. So we want to do that someday.
So you can see it again there. He does a look up at her. She looks down at him. This is an indicator of the state of their relationship. I'm not going to watch the rest of this because it's pretty repetitive.